Have you ever noticed how you always seem to buy just before the market dumps and sell just before it pumps? That's not bad luck. That's your brain, and it's wired to make you lose money. I'm Paula, and today we're deep diving into the psychology of trading. Because the truth is, most people don't fail because of the charts, they fail because of what's happening up here. Trading isn't just numbers on a screen, it's fear, it's greed, it's dopamine, and unless you learn how to master those, you'll keep repeating the same painful cycle, chasing tops, panic selling bottoms, and blowing up accounts. Here's what we're going to cover: the 3 hidden enemies in your brain that tricks you into bad trades, why we keep falling for the same mistakes even when we know better, and how to start rewiring your mindset so you can finally trade with discipline. Let's get into it. When you see green candles shooting up, your brain lights up with dopamine, the same chemical that fires when you win at a slot machine or get a notification on social media. It feels good. It feels exciting. So your brain says, buy now, don't miss out. But dopamine doesn't care if it's a good trade, it just wants the hit. That's why so many traders FOMO in late, because the brain is chasing the chemical rush, not the strategy. On the flip side, when the market drops, your body reacts like you're in danger. Your heart rate goes up, adrenaline kicks in, and your brain screams, get out now or you'll die. That instinct kept us alive thousands of years ago when we were running from predators. But in trading, fear makes you sell bottoms and lock in losses. And then there's greed. You're in profit, but instead of feeling satisfied, your brain whispers, hold on a little longer, you can get more. Greed keeps you from taking profit. It convinces you you're invincible, and before you know it, that green trade turns red. So between dopamine pulling you in, fear pushing you out, and greed keeping you stuck, it's no wonder most traders lose. Now let's look at how this plays out in real trading. Picture this. Bitcoin's been climbing for days, social media is full of green rockets, and we're going to the moon chants. Your brain says, I can't miss this, so you buy. And what happens next? The market reverses. You bought the very top. Why? Because dopamine was stronger than discipline. The excitement of being part of the move hijacked your decision making. Now flip it. The market dumps. Candles are red, feeds are screaming, it's over, crypto's dead. Your heart races, you sell to protect yourself, then hours later the market recovers and you're sat there out of the trade feeling sick. That wasn't a strategy, that was fear running the show. Here's another one. You're finally in profit, the trade looks great, but instead of locking in gains, greed whispers, hold a little longer, just one more pump. Then the market turns, your green position goes red, and you kick yourself for not taking profit when you could. Sound familiar? Let's break down the psychological traps behind these mistakes. The first is the FOMO loop. This is the endless cycle of chasing hypes. You see price running up, you buy late, it reverses, you panic sell, then it starts climbing again and the cycle repeats. The FOMO loop keeps traders stuck because it feels rational in the moment. You're not stupid. Your brain is simply responding to the chemical hit of urgency and reward. Then there's loss aversion. Psychologists found that losing money hurts about twice as much as winning good feels. That's why so many traders cut winners too early and let losers run too long. Your brain is literally designed to avoid pain more than it seeks reward, which means unless you're aware of it, you'll sabotage yourself without even realizing. And finally, confirmation bias. Ever noticed how when you want to take a trade, you'll find any reason to justify it? You scroll until you see a chart or a tweet that agrees with you, and you ignore the ones that don't. That's confirmation bias. Your brain doesn't want the truth, it wants comfort. And in trading, comfort is deadly. So let's pause for a second. We've seen how dopamine, fear, and greed push you into mistakes. We've seen the traps they create: FOMO loops, loss aversion, and confirmation bias. None of this means you're a bad trader. It means you're human. Your brain is doing exactly what it was designed to do: keep you safe and reward you for chasing excitement. The problem is, the market doesn't care about your biology. So, how do you rewire your brain to trade differently? The first step is awareness before action. Next time you feel the urge to FOMO into a green candle, pause. Literally say out loud, "That is dopamine talking." When you put that label on the emotion, you create space between the feeling and the action. You stop reacting and start observing. Second, pre-decide your rules. Your brain can't be trusted in the heat of the moment. So decide your rules before you're in the trade. That might mean where you'll enter, where you'll take profit, and where you'll get out of it if you're wrong. The more decisions you make in advance, the less power fear and greed have over you in the moment. And third, journal every trade. I know it sounds boring, but writing down why you entered, how you felt, and how it turned out is like holding a mirror to your psychology. Patterns jump out quickly. Maybe you always enter late at night when you're tired, or you always cut winners short after a losing streak. Journaling isn't about being perfect, it's about spotting the emotional triggers that keep repeating. Fourth, process on focus, not outcome. This one's huge. Your brain loves instant reward, the quick win, the big profit, but trading is about process. If you followed your rules, you did well, even if that trade lost, because long-term consistency comes from repeating a good process, not chasing perfect results. And finally, slow it all down. When emotions are high, slow everything down. Step away from the screen, take a walk, breathe. The market will always be there. But once you hit that button in panic, there's no undo. Slowing down is a trader's secret weapon. Think about this for a moment. The market isn't really your enemy. The real battle is inside your own head. Dopamine makes you chase, fear makes you sell, greed makes you hold for too long. Add in the traps, FOMO loops, loss aversion, confirmation bias, and suddenly your trading feels impossible. But once you understand the psychology, everything changes. You stop blaming luck. You stop thinking the market is out to get you. You realise it's just your brain doing what it's designed to do. And with awareness, structure, and discipline, you can step out of the cycle. So here's your takeaway. Mastering the charts is one thing. Mastering yourself is everything. If you found this helpful, hit subscribe, drop a like, and let me know in the comments, which emotion gets you most? Is it dopamine, fear, or greed? Because trading isn't about winning once. It's about surviving the next 100 trades with your discipline intact.